As election 2023 rolls along, we have a new proposal from Kamala Harris on the campaign trail, something about a $50,000 tax credit for small businesses. So is this something new, or is this just we're expanding something that already exists? Is what she said, but I don't know what she's talking about. Let's ask my next guest. Monika Hengesbach is back on the James Show from Decision Financial Services. Do you know more about this tax credit proposal? Oh, do that.
Yeah. Technically speaking, we already have it on the book. So what it is, it's Section 195.
Okay.
Basically, startup businesses are allowed to write off in their first year $5,000 of startup expenses. Anything that exceeds the $5,000 up to $50,000, so that remainder $45,000 has to be amortized for the next 180 months.
Okay.
So basically what Kamala is saying is, I'm going to get away with the amortization. I'm going to allow startup businesses to be able to write off $50,000 worth of their startup expenses in their first year versus $5,000 and amortize the rest.
Okay, so that doesn't sound like a big, bold change as the headlines make it sound.
No, it really isn't. It's not a big change at all. We currently are getting it now. We just have to amortize it over a 180-month period. And if you start thinking about startup businesses, they're not making money in the beginning anyways. So to show all of this loss at 1 year, I'm not sure how much it's going to help them save on taxes versus if they were able to write this off later down the year against profit.
Who told her to do this?
You know, truthfully, I don't know. She feels that that small businesses have a cost to start roughly about $45,000. I think that's what she said. She feels that her research that it's $45,000 for small businesses to be able to put a shingle on their front door and start running. And so what she wants to do is give them the benefit and say, okay, if it's going to cost you $45,000, I'm going to let you write off $50,000.
Okay. Well, these are tiny numbers. You know, I imagine most new small businesses would take more money than that. But then again, you're making a great point with, are they even going to have anything to write off that first $50,000? I don't know. I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know what economic philosophy this is. I don't know. Is this Keynesian? Is this Austrian? Is this Marxist? I don't know where this comes from at all.
You know, truthfully, I don't know either. And I kind of think, like, why aren't they focusing on some of the tax laws that are set to sundown, like the QBI deduction, which is a 20% tax write-off against profit for businesses. Small businesses benefit from that 20% additional write-off on their income tax return, and no one's addressing it. And it's set to sundown January 31st of 2025, but we're focusing on a $50,000 write-off for a business that's just starting.
Yeah, I think you meant to say
their first year.
December 31st, 2025, but we all got the point. The other thing that she mentioned on Wednesday is she's breaking with Biden's call for returning the capital gains back up to that weird 39.6% magical number. She says she wants to have it at 28%. All right, that's something I can kind of get behind. I mean, I'd like to see it lower. I like the 20% that Republicans are talking about, but that's better.
Well, the 28% increase on capital gains tax is for people that make $1 million or more. So it's really only going to affect those taxpayers. And one has to remember that that's based upon taxable income. So it's after your itemized deductions or your standard deductions, whatever is your taxable income. If that income is $1 million or more, then whatever capital gains tax you had or capital gains, you're going to pay the 28%.
Oh, so that's going to help like 0.001% of the population.
You got it.
Okay. Well, dang it. I was trying to be magnanimous there, trying to say something that was somewhat nice. It just got stepped on a little bit. Any other new revelations we have about Kamala Harris's economic policies?
You know, the other thing that she's talking is increasing the corporate tax rate from 21% to 28%. And when I was doing a little bit of my research, I think the average corporate tax international and U.S. is roughly about 23.3% or 23.4%. So that 28% increase does put us higher than the average. But if you look at, I think it was 50 plus corporations didn't pay any income tax whatsoever, very large corporations. So I'm not sure really how this 28% increase in corporate tax is going to affect the economy as well, or the middle class, because she's tuning for the middle class.
Yeah, well, maybe she'll explain it a little better at next week's debate, Monica.
Yes, maybe she will.
All right. Tell the people listening what you do outside of WBAP.
So I'm an enrolled agent. I'm a tax strategist, tax advisor. I try to help my clients save money on taxes.
Sounds riveting.
Yes, very exciting.
All right, go get back to the spreadsheets. That's Monika Hengesbach, Decision Financial Services.